How do you know if you have a yeast infection? What I found out on the way to the doctor. Hi, I'm Margaret Ferguson. If you're like me, you're incredibly busy taking care of everybody else in the family and end up last on the list. So when I finally go to the doctor, it's frustrating because I end up knowing more than the doctor because I've done my homework and researched and researched. About a year ago, I got incredibly uncomfortable symptoms in the area Oprah Winfrey refers to as the vajayjay. I found out that it was a yeast infection, and I thought that I should share what I learned because let me tell you, sister, you need relief fast. And like Oprah says, we should all do what we can to help each other. What this video will cover: what is a yeast infection, what causes a yeast infection, who can get it, where can it occur, what are the most common symptoms, and what should I do next? What is a yeast infection? Yeast infections are infections confined specifically to the skin or mucus-like membrane caused in human beings by a genus of fungi called Candida. It appears in laboratory cultured agar plates as large, round colonies colored white, cream, or whitish gray. One of its most famous or infamous species is called Candida albicans, though it must be noted that Candida albicans is not the only species that cause yeast infections human beings. What is a yeast infection? Continued. Candidiasis is also called a yeast infection because Candida albicans' normal form is that of single oval yeast cells. When in yeast form, it duplicates itself through budding. This means the cells create genetic clones of themselves through bulbs that grow out of them. These bulbs stay attached to the parent cells while before letting go. What causes a yeast infection? First, the human body temperature must be at specific level and the pH levels must be balanced, two of the conditions necessary for Candida albicans and its partner bacteria to grow without disturbing other flora. But when the temperature and pH levels change, these bacteria die. This leaves the Candida albicans cells free to change into fungi and to replicate with no control. So, factors that can affect the human body is temperature or pH levels from an extended sickness where the immune system is compromised or the use of too many antibiotics. Who can get it? The majority of outbreaks of yeast infections are in women, with the most common area being in the vagina or vulva, better known to American women as the vajayjay. This specific type is referred to as thrush. Men can also get yeast infections in unusual places. Where can it occur? Candida albicans lives peacefully with other flora in the human body, its growth kept in check by a certain bacteria. It makes its home inside the dark, warm, wet areas of the body. This is why yeast infections are found in areas such as the ears, the mouth, the blood, the gastrointestinal, and yes, the area down there. However, it also likes human skin, particularly warm, wet sections, for example, skin folds and armpits. Symptoms: immediate area. So you could experience burning, itching, soreness, tingling. Sometimes two of these sensations can be felt at once. It's a bad idea to scratch the irritated areas, since this act would only compound the overgrowth of the fungi. Symptoms: rest of the body. Fatigue, drowsiness, muscle aches, pain or swelling in joints, dizziness, fluid retention, tissue swelling, loss of balance, lack of coordination, lack of concentration, mood swings, depression, anxiety, irritability, cravings for sugars, carbs, and alcohol. But these are also common symptoms for other sicknesses, so they must be taken into consideration along with more reliable indicators. What to do next? I can't list everything on this video, so click the link below this video to find out your next steps to getting rid of your yeast infection. So that's www.howdoyouknowifyouhaveayeastinfection.net. Thank you for watching.